Hi guys, welcome back to my channel or my podcast. This channel is a spin-off of my podcast Jackpot Nation Radio, and I hope you subscribe. I hope you can listen to it, but I'm recording this visually because I thought that maybe some people would want to listen to me, or maybe some people want to watch me talk or something like that. But I just felt like I'm in the mood to record a video, so that's why I'm recording this video. Now, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome to my podcast. If this is your first time, today I'm going to be talking about something that is related to like emotional trauma while living abroad and concentration on your studies or anything like that that you need to be studying for. So I had like 2 interviews this week. One was okay enough, let's say like 60% okay. But the other one was a bummer. Like I bombed it. Like it was terrible. I was like, okay, I think you should have canceled this interview. I mean, I should have, because I actually thought about canceling it, but I think I should have gone with my gut. But like my nice cutie friends are like, oh, just go for it, just try it. I love you guys, but I don't think I should have listened to you at all. So, but I did it and I finished it, but I learned a lot from it, and it made me think about myself, what is going on right now with me. So right now, what I think is going on with me is that I'm having like, what is it called? Like I have it's not like a serious problem, because if I really like that thing, I would concentrate and do it. So I feel like I have a concentration issue. Like, for example, if I'm reading a book, I need to be totally concentrating, and it can't be very quiet when reading that book, because I would enter this mood, like that mood where everything is just clear and you can understand what you're reading. But that is not me. I would enter this mood and I began to think about all the bad things that happened to me in my life and every emotional trauma I went through, and maybe how I miss my mom or something like that. And that would like obstruct my reading and I can't concentrate anymore. So I cannot do anything that quietly. So even if I'm reading my book, sometimes when I'm reading on the iPad or reading on the phone or reading on the PC, when I'm using Microsoft Edge, I usually use the read aloud function. So that helps me to concentrate. I'm reading, I'm using the highlighter. When I'm reading on the iPad, I also use the PDF reader that has the speech word to speech function. So it can read to me, we can read together. That's the only way I can concentrate. But I noticed that the second interview that I had, I did not think deeply before going or applying for that thing that I wanted to use it for. I did not know that it was way out of my field, and they gave me like a text to read like almost 8 or 7 chapters. I can't remember how many chapters, but they were not in my area of academic experience at all. I mean, I could have read for it if I prepared well, but after reading like 2 or 1 chapter or 2 chapters, I think my mind just blanked. Like I just gave up. Like, oh my God, why is there so much? Everything was just about database. And I was like, okay, I don't think my head is ready for this. I don't think my mind is ready for this. So at that moment, I just switched off. And besides, I had a lot to do at work. And I wasn't really thinking about, I had so much to do at work that interview did not matter to me. But deep down, I knew that I was having concentration issues. I know it's a real thing for me, and I know it's because of my emotional trauma. But as a Nigerian, things like that could be termed spiritual easily. So I try not to talk about it, but I know what is wrong with me. I think it's gotten to a point whereby I just want to talk about that right now. So what is going on with me? What is going on with me is that I have like things that I'm dealing with, but I mean, it's not like we had shrinks going up. We just left everything to Christ and God. So that now living in an environment whereby people go to people to talk about that thing or what is wrong with them or what is going on with them, I have nobody like that to talk to, except my friends, except my family. But I don't want to put my burden on them anymore. That is one thing I promised myself like last year, that I was not going to put anything going on with me on my friends or on my family, because I don't want to be that girl that talks every time about herself or what she's going through. Of course, every other person is going through something. So I'm not going to be that girl anymore. So this time around, I just feel like I know that it's not, maybe it's not a psychological problem. Maybe it is. I really don't know. But at this stage, I just feel like I want to do something about it. I want to talk about it. Why can't I concentrate on topics that I don't love? Because I notice that when I'm reading history, I can concentrate. I love it. It's like a little story. But if I'm not reading something related to history or something that I'm really interested in, I start to lose focus. I start to lose interest in that. I mean, I have gone online to see like, what is the solution? You know, like when something is wrong with you, I just want to Google it first. So I Googled it and I was like, why am I losing concentration? Are there other people out there that have talked about this? And I noticed that people were giving opinions, especially on Quora, that we can, that I should underline things, which I do often. Like I usually just underline my books. I even put it on my WeChat moments, me reading and underlining stuff and having fun while I do that. But most of the time, I don't have time to read. I don't have time to underline. I just need to read quickly. And not all text do I have time to do that for, especially when I need. So it takes me a longer time to like read essays because I need to concentrate and I need to know that I am reading. I'm reading to understand that person and I'm reading to like check the correction of that person. So sometimes it makes me feel like, okay, do I really know? How do I keep this in check? How am I able to like make sure that I understand what I'm reading? So I don't know if there is anybody out there. I don't know if there is any Nigerian out there living abroad and has gone through the horrors. Okay, let me say it again. The horrors of living abroad as a Nigerian, as a black person, and they have like this psychological thing going on with them. And it's affecting their concentration. If there's anybody like that, please comment in the section, share your thoughts with me, or maybe you have a solution for me, what I can do. Please don't tell me spiritual or something, because I am not, I'm not, we didn't add that to the matter, so maybe keep that to yourself, I think. So let's just, this platform is just for sharing. I'm just sharing my story. I'm just sharing things that I'm going through abroad. It's a Jackpot Nation radio. Jackpot Nation means like the Nigerians that are abroad, a collective, a podcast that collectively talks about that and a channel that collectively talks about that. So hopefully, I hope that maybe this video makes it to YouTube. I can't say. Or the audio makes it out on my podcast. So welcome to my radio one more time and welcome to my channel. If you have anything for me, any tips on how to concentrate, workable tips, please, practical tips, please, no judgment. But if you want to be judgmental, comment section is for you too. So I want everybody to have a good weekend. If you're in China, if you're elsewhere, if you're listening from Nigeria, I wish you all a very nice weekend. Bye.